So let's start out of the gates with, what is it about running $100 million brand today that is different than when you started it, right? Like what was different than what you actually expected?
Oh gosh, I mean, the biggest thing is right now I spend a lot of time saying no. Before in the early beginnings of the company, I said yes to everything, every
Mhm.
opportunity. If a retailer wanted us, in the beginning, it was all about yes, let me figure out how to make it happen.
Yep.
And now I have a much more comprehensive filter. So I say no probably like 99% of the time, and only really try to make room for the things that will really move the needle or make sense strategically. So I think that's the biggest difference when you start getting to scale is you start saying no more.
Yeah, I mean, I've had the exact same experience on the tribe side. It's at the beginning, you're really trying kind of almost anything, which I don't know if that's necessarily the right way to do it, but certainly the way that I think most people start out. What are some of the things that you're saying no to right now? Like, what's something that you're like, man, I was really close, we were really considering it, but then decided it wasn't the right fit.
I mean, it's crazy, but I say no to retailers like big ones.
Mm-hmm.
Like we are an omni-channel brand, so we're online but also offline. We're at Target, we just expanded at Ulta, but I have a lot more really tempting retailers that come to us all the time, almost like begging us to let them sell our products. And it takes a lot of discipline to say no, but we say no, like it's not the right time because we need to focus on X, Y, and Z. We just because actually, like when you unlock those kinds of opportunities, you really need to resource up, and at the right time, we will. So that's one. I say no a lot to things that take up my time now.
Mm,
So like I'll get a lot of messages from people saying, "Oh, I want 15 minutes of your time because I want to talk to you about this," or "I'm the student and I really want to survey you for this." And before I used to say yes a lot more.
yep.
And it's really fun to do those things. I actually enjoy them, but now like I'm in this period where I have to really protect my time. So yeah, those are some of the things I say no to.
So how do you decide kind of what your retail footprint should look like? Like what is your decision-making process in terms of saying no to, okay, I'm in Target, but Walmart's come to me and I'm not going to go into Walmart or whatever it happens to be.
That's a really good question. So, I mean, ultimately, the goal is to be everywhere because key sort of mission for the company is that anyone who needs our products, we make acne products. So anyone who needs them should be able to a afford them, but also b buy them wherever they buy acne products. So eventually we'll be everywhere, but in the beginning you have to like pick and choose, right? Because you just don't have the resources again to do everything at the same time. So we took a strategy where we're online. We started out on Amazon. I tell people a lot of our success on Amazon was just focus because it was one SKU, one channel. Then we really focused on growing with a major partner in mass. And that partner, like, I mean, really the two big retailers are Walmart and Target. And so of those, we really focus on Target.
Yep.
Um, and you just kind of focus on like the different channels. So there's mass, there's drug, there's specialty. And the best way really is to pick one partner, go deep with that partner. So in specialty, our partner is it's Ulta,
Hmm.
and this year we expanded with Ulta. Next year we'll have a drug partner, and then you just keep expanding out in terms of channel strategy. And it's better to focus on one, and then after you've dominated that one, then you sort of spread your wings.
You mentioned you focused on Target initially. What was it about Walmart that made you not decide to focus there? Yeah, how did that work?
Well, it's more. I mean, Target I think is such an amazing retailer. They really have done a lot to like just improve the store experience. They're really great at curating indie brands. I mean, I loved some of the brands that really grew up at Target. Like if you think about the Harrys or the Natives or like Winky Lux had like an amazing end cap there, and I think they're really good about picking and choosing which indie brands would resonate with their guests and really getting behind them.
Hmm.
And just from a brand fit, I thought it was really great. It was really like the perfect partner for us. And so, yeah, when the opportunity came and we jumped at the opportunity to go to Target.
Yeah, it really feels like just the branding, just the whole kind of product, et cetera, feels like a Target brand to me. Like I don't know how else to describe it.
Yeah,
Um, and
right.
and in some ways, it's good on Target for having such like a defined. They're so defined from a personality perspective, and that's
Yeah.
part of the reason they've done so well. As a retailer, despite the fact that they're facing Amazon and Walmart and all these other retailers at the same time. And that's like one of my wife's favorite places.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting because I mean, Walmart is getting heavy into kind of basically taking a page out of the Target playbook and doing a lot of things with up and coming brands.
Hmm.
CVS, I believe, just poached the former beauty exec at Walmart. So some of these players, I'll be really interested to see what they do because I think they're seeing the success at Target and trying to do something similar on their own.
Yeah, well, I mean, more the better reputation you get as a brand builder versus somebody who's just kind of distribution, I think ends up getting you the types of brands that drive foot traffic, right? Which for them, especially as like a physical presence, if you're just about convenience, it's tough. It's going to get tougher and tougher to compete with Amazon over time, right? And so you have to have
Yeah,
some
yeah.
kind of element of curation, uniqueness, et cetera, to win.